Hello again, everyone. Marcus here. I review stuff today. I'm reviewing the song Bad Light by Built to Spill. This is part of my series where I am reviewing every single song off of this album, Keep It Like a Secret. So far, I have listened to the first, I want to say, 5 tracks. The Plan, Center of the Universe, Care of the Zero, Sidewalk, and I guess Bad Light is the 5th. However, I did hear Time Trap a little bit out of order. So just a few more songs in the album to go, and I gotta say I've really enjoyed every single song I've heard so far from the album. Just recently heard Sidewalk and Center of the Universe. Really enjoyed those songs, and they've already made it into my heavy rotation. Care of the Zero is one of my favorite songs that I've probably ever heard on the channel. Time Trap as well. And then The Plan is a fantastic song. So I've mentioned before in previous videos I've done from them that I get to see them in April here in Austin, Texas. So that's going to be really exciting. And this is kind of why I chose this album to sort of finish it up, kind of in anticipation of actually getting to see them live. I wanted to, know a few more of their songs going in. I know they've been releasing a lot of music since the 90s, almost pretty consistently since the 90s. So I don't know if I'm going to have time to listen to all their music, but at least getting a better idea of some of their styles. So really enjoying what I've heard so far. And with that, I say we jump right in. Again, this is Bad Light, Built to Spill. Here we go. Let's do it. Yeah, man, I like that a lot. I've got to say, I don't think I've been disappointed with the single song off the album so far. I mean, this is shaping up to be a damn near perfect album if we can finish the back half of it just as well as they started. So yeah, really enjoyed that. I say we break it down piece by piece like we always do, of course, starting with the lyrics. So let's see. Says here, never forever what I think is true, never forever what I hope to do, never forever what I got from you, never forever. So what I'm guessing here is like, so far it's about a relationship, right? That it was destined not to ever last forever, that kind of thing. So almost destined to fail, if you will. Never forever what I think is true, never forever what I hope to do, never forever what I got from you, never forever. And all that sun makes so much shine. How this is done, like so much science, can't be explained through common sense. Takes a firm background in remembering, and it takes some math, and there's so much more. It's so hard to read in bad light. It's so hard to read in bad light. It's so hard to see in bad light. It's so hard to see in bad light. So I think it's, again, about a relationship. When I read this first part, again, it was sort of never meant to last forever. It's one of those things that was ultimately fleeting, right? And I get that when he says never ever what I got from you, like the relationship we had, just like, and again, what I got from you out of that relationship just didn't tell me that it was, didn't give me that vibe that it was meant to last forever. On top of that, I think, I feel like their lyrics are often very esoteric, where like it feels like there's meaning that you can really pull and extract out of there, but you really kind of have to dig for it a lot of the time. But I think that's kind of what he's saying here, right? When he says, like, can't be explained through common sense, takes a firm background in remembering, and it takes some math, and there's so much more. Essentially just saying, like, it's hard to understand what goes into, like, a relationship, or into being attracted to someone, to liking or loving someone, right? And I think that the relationship, again, was sort of doomed to fail, right? That's kind of where that bad light comes from. And it's hard to read, it's hard to see. And so maybe there was this cloud of fog, that sort of was covering him and his thoughts and this relationship, to the point where it was kind of hard to see the cracks in the armor, and so that's kind of how I'm reading it. I might be adding my own sort of interpretation or spin onto that, but that's really what I'm pulling out of these lyrics in particular. And hey, I always kind of enjoy it when an artist leaves things up to interpretation. So for that, I think I'll give it a thumb up lyrically. I mean, this could be about a number of things. I'm not sure if Doug has mentioned, or Phil have mentioned, what the song specifically, like what they kind of thought it was about as they wrote it, but that's what I'm pulling from it. So yeah, dig that. As far as the instrumentation and vocals go, again, I've always been a fan. I say always, since the time I've heard Built to Spill, since the time I've been listening to Built to Spill, I've been a fan of Doug Martsch's vocal style. I think he's just got a great voice that makes me want to hear more. Something about it that's so almost whiny without being whiny, if that makes sense. It's sort of high pitched. It sounds great. And then I think instrumentally, this song has a lot of what I've come to enjoy from Built to Spill. Sort of this fast kinetic drumming that really makes sense in the song, and ultimately great guitar work throughout. Like, if I can replay a bit for you that really stood out to me. Let's see, let's dive in here. So this kind of main riff, I really dug that. Right, you kind of get that throughout the song, man. Just that it's gorgeous, and it really works again for what they're going for here in the song. So just that main riff throughout, but then I think there was a part where it really kind of dropped. And so you sort of lose the main riff, and it drops into a faster, kind of bit of a heavier section, and that sounds fantastic here as well, as you can hear. And it looked like the part I scrubbed to was one of the most replayed, because again, that's where that sort of drop happens. But then they bring back that main riff later on, right? I think to me that just works. The way the song is composed, it's so well composed, it really kind of keeps you hooked the entire time. And again, that guitar work is just fantastic. So again, that's just what I've come to really, really enjoy and appreciate from Built to Spill. So I feel like if any of their future songs are not like super guitar centric with a fantastic riff, it's going to be kind of hard for me to get into it. So anyway, I think instrumentally, vocally, this one gets 2 big thumbs up from me. As far as replay values goes, this one's going to easily join the rest of the songs that I've heard so far from this album, and it's going to make it on my playlist no problem. And again, it just has all those parts that I like from Built to Spill, like the excellent vocal style, the fantastic guitar work, the rest of the instruments really kind of building up and playing well off that guitar and off the vocals, and then just the way it's composed. Again, you get pieces of that main riff throughout, which is really enjoyable. But then you get times when they sort of dive into a sort of heavier, faster paced style, and so yeah, I really enjoyed that. Easily gonna make the playlist. I give it 2 big thumbs up overall. So thanks so much, guys, for watching. Hope you're enjoying. At least you Built to Spill fans out there really enjoying seeing me listen to the rest of this album, and I can't wait to hear the rest. Again, I think that was number 5 on the album. Again, I've heard Time Trap, so we're 6 in. I want to say there's 10 songs, so we only got a few more to go for the rest of this album. And I think the next one is probably going to be Else, which has actually been a pretty popular request on the channel, so I'm really excited to get to that one. But regardless, again, hope you're enjoying the music, and hey, if you did, definitely go support the artists. Go listen to their music wherever you can, or go see them live like I'm going to. That's a great way to support the artists. And lastly, if you'd like to support the channel, just, you can do all the normal stuff you do on YouTube, like and subscribe and comment with your requests, because I'm always taking those. You can even check the description to follow me on Twitch, TikTok, or Instagram. Alright guys, it's going to be it for me. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.